Hi guys, I'm Asaf. This is Itai, and today we're going to react to a song called Evolve by a band called East of Eden. This is a Buy Me Coffee request by DJ Paz. Thank you, DJ Paz. We don't know this band, but should be fun.
Thanks, DJ Paz, for the request. Yeah, we're looking forward to finding out what this band is all about.
Extremely proficient, all of them. I always love it when there's a violinist in a metal band. It's rapidly growing on me. I mean, I'm loving this.
It's just such a high level. There's a lot of talent here, obviously. I'm very impressed.
With bands like this, especially when it's a first-time reaction, it takes a while to really process just how proficient they are and the levels of talent. I think it'll take time to really appreciate them. I know I felt that way with other bands, Love Bites and Bandmade and the Mafilla, but this is, yeah, I'm kind of blown away. I'm kind of glad that we're doing this. In general, I'm glad that we're doing this show and discovering all these wonderful bands.
Yeah, and every now and again we get a new one, which we haven't heard before, like East of Eden.
Yeah.
And it always kind of, in my head, it takes me back to, you know, the first time we covered other bands, and we always said, you know, what the hell is going on in Japan?
Yeah.
How is there so much talent coming out of there? And it seems that women like to play in female-only bands. There's so many, and some of them sort of move around from one band to another, different side projects and all of that. It's really, really interesting. There's an abundance of talent there, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Time and time again, we just at the tip of the iceberg. It's funny to think that 18 months ago, I had no idea that this was going on in Japan, on this level at least. I knew they were talented. I knew they were proficient in many areas of life. I didn't know this was going on there.
Yeah, out of all the Japanese bands that we have covered, I previously heard of maybe 2. You know what I mean? Like all of them, I was introduced here in the show, and it's crazy. But it's awesome. So
yeah,
there's still, like you said, tip of the iceberg. There's still so much more we're going to find out. So
yeah. They shifted gears and it was amazing. The style slightly changed. It reminded me of when we listened to Lonesome Blue. Felt like an action sequence from a movie, plus the conversation between the violin and the guitar. It's awesome.
Kind of like a bridge, and there they repeated a sentence in English, which was "break the mold."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in the lyrics.
But I thought it was all in Japanese. But that was English. Kind of surprised me for about a second, and then that conversation, and even before that, they went into a couple of guitar solos that was just awesome.
Yeah,
and then a violin solo, and then a conversation. So between the 2 instruments, that was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
because I was thinking before, the structure of this band is similar to a lot of bands. The difference. Although some bands like Unlucky Morpheus, have violinists, it's not really a lot of bands that have them. So that is like really fantastic. It adds an extra, element, which is definitely a pleasant addition. I'm really loving this.
Yeah, and the violin adds to the epic element of the song, and also it sometimes when she does her solos, it reverts back to an old school style. It's not metal when she reverts back
it becomes a little bit more melodic. There's a lot in here, there's metal and rock and a little bit of a pop sound, which is really nice. It's just a really, really excellent mix of many things, and they pull it off. Fantastic.
Mhm.
In that sort of a chorus part, when there was just a violin sort of dominating, it did have sort of a Nightwish vibe to it. It almost went into kind of a symphonic metal sound. So yeah, they do throw a lot in there, and it sounds fantastic, and they pull it off easily.
From the lyrics, it's a song about taking control of one's life. And when they said breaking the mold, to me, it meant, of course, stop being what society expects you to be and pave your own path. There's especially one line that I loved, tied up with rusted chain. It can mean two things. Either you're can mean two things at the same time. Maybe you're tied up for so long you've been sedated, the chains have rusted, and also you are tied up with rusted chains. You can break them because they're rusted. I mean, if you work hard enough, you can break them and set yourself free.
Yeah, it seems to be a theme that that repeats itself in a lot of especially the Japanese bands we've listened to. About basically don't listen to the naysayers. Just do what you got to do to get where you need to get. Don't let anybody pull you down.
Yeah.
Rise above, which is it's always a very cool theme. It's very positive, and it just shows to me anyway where all these bands are coming from. So basically, in the past, they may have been pushed down by whatever it may be. Maybe it was about sort of rock music, or maybe it was about being sort of females in a sort of male dominant or dominated industry, or something like that. And I think that they're all sort of breaking free now and coming out with this friggin' amazing music. So could really be anything, but it's just a way for them to all sort of express themselves, and that's, I think, why it's creeping into all these songs, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, well, time and time again, it proves that meritocracy rules. If you're good, you're good. If you're good, then you should take the lead. The phrasing of the lyrics, it complements the music because the message is conveyed fiercely. They're screaming at you. Take your life in your own hands and stop trying to please everybody. Stop trying to fit into somebody's mold. Stop trying to make people like you or to make people understand you. That's the only way you'll find happiness. It's a strong message.
Yeah, I think that as well as it being a message and trying to influence, I think it's also some kind of a celebration.
Yeah.
Of where they've gotten, to so far, and how much, farther they can go. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they're coming from a place of achievement. There's a line that says, if it's unprecedented, then set a precedent. The first thing we said about them, that look how proficient they are, they're so awesome, they've achieved that dream. So it's come from a place of experience.
Yeah, and that line is basically saying, if it hasn't been done before, be the first to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to follow what other people have done before. You can, create your own path, your own whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool, positive message.
Yeah.
And again, musically, fantastic.
If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. Share our stuff. We will be grateful to you, and it will encourage us to make more videos for you guys. Hit us up in the comments. What did you think about Evolve by East of Eden? Also, let us know what you would like to see us do next. We will do our best to comply. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you again, DJ Paz. We enjoyed reacting to your request.
This is a one they put together from one of their concerts or one of their tours. And it looks like it's sort of an homage or appreciation, for the fans.
Yeah,
the clip. It kind of adds another meaning potentially to the song, or another layer. Thank you, DJ Paz. We appreciate the support, and we love the request. East of Eden is awesome. Thank you everyone at home again for viewing, for engaging, and for supporting us. Without you, there would be no show. We are loving this ride and hope to continue it far into the future. We will see you again in a couple of days with a new one. Bye for now, guys.
Bye, guys.